everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. New movie for you tonight, Act of Violence. I don't know why I've never seen this before. It came across my radar. We're going to watch it. It's got Bruce Willis in it. It's got Cole Hauser, if you've heard of him before, probably, in a couple different movies. I've seen him. Shawn Ashmore, who plays Jimmy on Smallville. Jimmy Olsen on Smallville. So that's where I know him from. And then Ashton Holmes, if you've ever seen the TV show Revenge, right? Yeah, I think that's what he was on that. That's where I recognize him from. So, you know, some people I know. I don't know why I haven't heard of this film before. 5.0 on IMDb. Essentially, it's another trafficking movie. And these are brothers who, you know, all grow up together with this one girl. And they evidently go into the military. And then they come out, and one of the brothers' fiancés gets kidnapped, and somehow Bruce Willis is involved as, I believe, a detective who's looking for human trafficking, and that's kind of how the story goes. I think one of the girl gets taken, and so the brothers come together and you know, start to try and help out or something like that. I don't know that much about it. I'm going to get into it a little bit and tell you more what it's about after the first check-in. So stay tuned. I'll be back. Hey everybody, time for a quick check-in. We're watching Acts of Violence. We're at the 42-minute and 58-second mark. Real quick, talk about some of the actors. Sophia Bush is in this. She seems to play some type of detective, and her name is Brooke. So for One Tree Hill fans out there, they kept the same character name for her. So she's in it. She kind of partners up with Bruce Willis as they are trying to find human traffickers. The three brothers, there's three brothers. Cole Hauser plays Declan, Shawn Ashmore plays Brandon, and Ashton Holmes plays Roman. So Declan and Brandon are ex-military, and Roman is the one who has the fiance that gets kidnapped. The Declan, Cole Hauser, is struggling with PSTD after they got back from the war, so they give you a little glimpse of that. So he's very angry. Perfect for the role. I like him. He's a good angry guy for a lot of these different types of movies. He was in Dazed and Confused, so that's really what it is. She gets kidnapped. They go out for a night before their wedding, bachelorette party, and she disrespects two guys who happen to be, you know, human traffickers, and so they kidnap her. And so the three brothers are now trying to, they talk to the cops. They don't feel the cops aren't going to do enough, of course, so they go out on their own, and now they're going to try and find his fiance and save the day. And that's really it. You know, there's not a lot to the story. That's how it's going so far. It's entertaining. Nothing really crazy new, but we'll see what it takes from here. Bruce Willis and Sophia Bush are the detectives, and they go after that. But I think they're going to be working separately as they try and take down these human traffickers. So I'll get into it a little bit more, see if anything more interesting pops out. But I just wanted to clarify the synopsis and talk a little bit more about the actors that are in this, because there are some people that I know in it. You know, oh, Mike Epps as well. He's in this, and he seems like the kingpin of the human trafficking side of things. So I'll start watching it here a little bit more and see where it takes us. All right, see ya. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of Act of Violence, and I have to say overall, I'm probably going to give it just a 6. Like the synopsis leads you to believe, it's a very overused plot line, I think, or a combination of different plot lines from different movies. So you have the, hey, somebody was kidnapped and we have to go rescue them, which kind of like Revenge and things like that. And then you also have the connection of the brothers or the family or things like that have to bond together to complete this task. So you've seen movies like this many, many times. And you know, a lot of them involve Bruce Willis, and they get violent and everything like that. So one of the criticisms, and the reason I really think I'm giving it a 6, is because I felt that while it was okay, they jumped to the violence rather quickly. So when you think of some of the other movies, even Bruce Willis does, Precious Cargo, Extraction, The Prince, Die Hard, those types of things. And now that's where he's taking the law into his own hands. And that's what they do here. Now he is the law in this one. He's actually a detective. It's the brothers that take the law into their own hand. And they're trying to go out and find this fiancé, the one brother's fiancé. Which all is well and good. They're a happy family at first, and then she gets kidnapped. And then, they actually go out and they find the van and some of the people, and they immediately, take them down and go into the house, and she's not there, okay? So they get arrested, and they go and see Bruce Willis, where they don't feel that he's going to do as good of a job as they think he should in trying to find her. Great. So now they take the matters into their own hands, and they have to do it on their own. And I felt that, by the way the movie is set up, they're going to do some surveillance. They might go rough up a couple of guys, kick down some doors, you know what I mean, and try and find her. But they jump right to, and this isn't a spoiler, I hope not, but they jump right to killing people. So the first scene, after they get all, loaded up with their guns and strapped up and stuff like that, and they have all these great weapons, AK-47s, I don't know, machine guns, and they trap a car in an alleyway. And as soon as they trap them, they just shoot all of them except for one guy. And if they kill these people immediately in the middle of the street, I'm sure it's an alleyway, but whatever. Then they take this one guy to a fence, they strap him with C4 and make him tell them, hey, where's the girl? They put it on a timer, and that's their kind of torture thing. But it jumps so quickly that I think they really messed that up. The other movies that I mentioned, that violence is coming, and oftentimes when you're watching movies like that and it's fun, you forget, you don't even think about, what are the consequences for the actions that they're taking, because you're more interested in the film. And they've set it up that way that there's going to be some sort of bloody violence that, is going to happen, but you don't think about as soon as they did this, I was like, what does it even matter now if they find this girl? They're all going to prison for the rest of their lives. I mean, they just murdered everybody in the middle of the street. That's how they mess this up, by telling the storyline incorrectly or not covering that piece, because I was shocked when they did that, and I thought of the consequences, and they jumped right to it too quickly. So that's my fault with this movie. Hard to tell other things. Like I said, it's a very overused plot, not an overused plot line. It's been used before, plot line, or a combination thereof. They do try a couple of things. I don't think I mentioned this. Do try a couple of things to, shake it up a bit. They take a couple of chances with what they do with some of the characters, and no major twists or anything like that. It's just something that makes it different from these other types of movies that you see these plot lines in. Not enough to push me over the top and make it a higher rated movie. Entertaining enough. Not terribly disappointed that I watched it, but I have some criticisms, and that's pretty much it. I like the actors that were in it, but you got my input. That's about it. So I'd love to hear your input, what you think. If you watch this, I'd love to hear some comments. If you make a decision about watching it because you've seen my review, love to hear from you. And if you have any feedback about the lighting, love to hear about the lighting. Is this better? Do you like it the other way? Anything and everything, I'd love to hear from you. Alright, that's it. Thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.